Vedant, take us through what really is this Jal board case and what is the role of the Aam Aadmi Party?
Well, remember the Enforcement Directorate, they were registered a case, a money laundering case based on the CBI FIR into the Delhi Jal Board case. So the CBI essentially had alleged that there's a nexus between the Aam Aadmi Party, the Delhi Jal Board and a contractor, which is NKG Infra, which was allegedly favored by the Delhi Jal Board in giving a 38 crore tender in electromagnetic flow meters. Now remember, the whole case revolves around the CBI FIR. In fact, two people have already been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, the Chief Engineer of the Delhi Jal Board as well as one contractor in this particular case. Now the Enforcement Directorate has already raided several people linked to the Aam Aadmi Party, including Bibhav Kumar. That was a very high profile raid because remember Bibhav is one of Arvind Kejriwal's closest aides and he was raided in this Delhi Jal Board case. Now what is the case exactly? The CBI alleges that the Aam Aadmi Party was linked to this particular contractor, the NKG Infra, who was given a contract illegally. So basically the CBI says that false documents were furnished and the contract was given in exchange of bribe. Now the Enforcement Directorate, while probing these allegations, found out, and this is what the Enforcement Directorate has said in court, that out of the 38 crore received for the contract, only 17 crore was actually spent on the contract and the rest of the money was siphoned off as false expenses, and that went to the Aam Aadmi Party as election funds. This is what the Enforcement Directorate's allegation is. This is what it has said in court. Now the Aam Aadmi Party has said that in multiple raids conducted by the agencies, whether it was on Bibhav Kumar or other aides of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, no incriminating evidence has been found against the Aam Aadmi Party leaders. This is what they have maintained, saying that this would not stand the test of law in court. The Aam Aadmi Party says, as most cases of the Enforcement Directorate fail in court, this would also not stand the test of law in court. As far as Arvind Kejriwal's summons is concerned, well, what we are getting to know via sources is that Arvind Kejriwal in all likelihood will be skipping summons today as well. Though the police, in anticipation of his summons, in anticipation of him presenting himself before the Enforcement Directorate, has made all sorts of preparations. Sources say that Arvind Kejriwal will be skipping summons because they say that the matter is pending in court. Arvind Kejriwal has already gotten bail in the Enforcement Directorate's complaint that as a public servant he is obligated to appear before an investigating agency. So they say that it's a legal battle and that they will pursue this in court, and the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI are out to arrest him. Now the Delhi Jal Board, remember, is a high profile case. It was raked up in a huge way during the MCD polls as well by the BJP, here in the national capital it had become a huge political flashpoint as well, with the Enforcement Directorate also saying that there were several people linked to the Aam Aadmi Party who received money in their bank accounts, though all of that is yet to be proven. But this is what the allegation of the Enforcement Directorate is. The Enforcement Directorate is probing money laundering allegations. The CBI had registered a case on irregularities and corruption in the Jal Board case, Divya.
Right, and we also heard Aatishi saying that nobody really knows about this Jal board case and what it really is about. There seems to be a backup plan to arrest Arvind Kejriwal anyhow and stop him from campaigning as far as the Lok Sabha polls is concerned. So the Aam Aadmi Party, they're claiming, what they've been claiming when it comes to the Delhi liquor policy scam, and perhaps which is why Arvind Kejriwal has been skipping those summons. And now this time around, they're saying that the same would apply here as well, and which is why perhaps, the big question being, will he or won't he go in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate?
That's right, Divya. Though the liquor policy case is completely different, because remember when the CBI had registered its FIR, the first FIR, Manish Sisodia, the former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, was named as accused number 1 in that FIR. So far, no Aam Aadmi Party leader has been named as an accused in this particular case, in the Delhi Jal Board case. No Aam Aadmi Party leader whatsoever. The allegation is that there were several people linked to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders who allegedly received this money in their bank accounts, but nobody has been named as an accused. So, Aatishi says that this is just basically a false case that has been opened during election time to prevent Arvind Kejriwal, as you pointed out, from campaigning. Because remember, Arvind Kejriwal is now one of the most central figures in the India bloc as well. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress have released a joint list for Delhi. Arvind Kejriwal has released a list for Punjab as well. He will be campaigning hectically in Punjab in the next week. So of course, he has hit the campaign road, and the Aam Aadmi Party says that this this is just an attempt to prevent him from campaigning. And as far as the Delhi Jal Board case is concerned, a lot is yet to be proven because, remember, while the two people were arrested, the Enforcement Directorate presented them before court. The court also said that the money trail needs to be established in this entire case, which has not been established so far. The allegation is that, the 38 crore contract was given, a bribe was received, and that was given to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders or aides linked to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders in their bank accounts. Several bank accounts were frozen as well. Several documents and electronic devices were seized by the Enforcement Directorate earlier as well. But nothing, the money trail has not been proven yet, which is why to compare the Delhi Jal Board case to the liquor policy case is, it's totally incomparable, because the liquor policy case, several high-profile arrests have been made, several opposition leaders have been made accused in those cases. K. Kavita, of course, was arrested a few days back. But in the Jal Board case, there is little clarity on how the Aam Aadmi Party is actually linked to it.
Right, the role that is being played as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned in this particular case, something that Atishi is saying that not many people even know of this case, and nobody knows what this case is really about. He has skipped summons in the past. He skipped 8 summons in the past. Now he's been called on the 21st of March yet again by the Enforcement Directorate. So the big question is, between now and the 21st, is Arvind Kejriwal really going to go in for questioning or not?
Yes, that is the big question. In fact, he has skipped 8 summons already, and earlier as well, the Aam Aadmi Party has said that this is political vendetta, and this is central agencies acting at the behest of the central government. Now, 21st of March, is his 9th summons in the liquor policy case. And remember, as per the procedure, as per the PMLA, the Enforcement Directorate is well within its rights to move a court for a non-bailable warrant after a leader skips a certain number of summons. But the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal has said that they've said that the central agency has not clarified as to what capacity he is being summoned as, whether he is being summoned as a witness or an accused, whether he is being summoned as the Chief Minister of the National Capital or the National Convener of the Aam Aadmi Party. So those clarifications have not been made. Now, what did the ED say in court in response to this? Well, the Enforcement Directorate says that in the specific provision of the PMLA, the Enforcement Directorate does not have to specify the grounds or the capacity in which a particular person is being summoned. So, of course, this is how it's playing out legally, and that legal battle continues.